car trip, so I wanted to do basically just like a brain dump about vendor events, because I know things are opening up and we've been getting a lot of questions about how to do a vendor event. So I wanted to just kind of throw some things out there, my 2 cents about how to have a successful vendor event. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is select your vendor event carefully. And there is no magic formula. You are going to do some duds. There are going to be some great vendor events around, and there are going to be some duds. So, and there's no guarantee. I can't give you a magic formula that tells you, oh, this one's going to be great, or this one is not going to be great. But generally, you want to have a vendor event that has a lot of people coming to it, okay? And a lot of people who are good customers for Pampered Chef. So generally, if it's a vendor event that is not charging an entrance fee, it may not be a great vendor event. That is, again, in general, when you charge a fee, you're probably going to get a clientele that is, a better customer for Pampered Chef. Secondly, you want to select vendor events that have been around for a few years. So one of the vendor events that Pam and I do every year usually is the Mushroom Festival. This one brings in 60,000 people, and it does, we pay upwards of $300 to do this vendor event, but it's 2 or 3 days, 2 days I think, and it brings in 60,000 people, and so that's worth it to us. You can do smaller vendor events that either don't cost anything or cost a lot less. Just understand that their clientele, you're gonna see a lot fewer people. So you kind of, with vendor events, just like a lot of other things in life, you get what you pay for. Okay. Having, if it's a vendor event that is in conjunction with something else, like for instance, if it's a school and it's a school play and they're bringing in a vendor event with that, it might be a good combination, because you've got people coming to that school for something other than just the vendor event. The vendor events that are like, hey, come here and shop, are not as successful in general, okay? Now, as far as, so that's the little tips about how to choose your vendor event, because remember, you're spending your time and your energy getting ready and going to this vendor event. So you want to make sure that you're choosing something that is going to have a lot of people attending, okay, and people who are amenable to Pampered Chef, okay? Now, once you've selected your vendor event, as far as what you are bringing with you, my best piece of advice is don't bring too much stuff, okay? So if you're bringing your entire, house full of products, that's probably too much. So I would say, the hottest product, the newest products are great. If I were doing one today, I'd be bringing the the deluxe electric grill and griddle, the quick cooker that's on sale, our newest summer products, things that are gonna grab people's attention, okay? I personally do not usually do cash and carry. That's a total personal choice. People have had success both ways. I know many people who do cash and carry. I just don't like to be bothered with it, so I tend to just take orders online from people. And by the way, you can have a QR code so that people can order online, and it's super, super easy. You want to walk away from that vendor event with bookings in hand. You're not looking to just collect people's information, because you want them committing to a vendor event, a party. You want them to understand when they walk away from your table or your booth that they are hosting a party. So go all out and do what you need to do to get those bookings on your calendar, okay? So whether they're live parties or virtual parties or whatever you're booking. So a couple of ways that have worked for me personally to do that is, number one, have host packets ready. I never go to a vendor event with fewer than 10 host packets, and my expectation is that I am going to book 10 parties. I'm not going into it saying, well, I'm going to try, or I'm going to collect people's names and then I'll follow up later, because guess what? I know me, and chances are I'm not going to follow up later because I suck at following up. And secondly, because the more time goes by between my first contact with that person and the time that I follow up with them, the less enthusiastic they are about hosting a party. So if I can get them to commit right then and there when they're in the booth with me, then I have a 10 times more chance of that party actually happening, okay? I want parties on my calendar or recruits. I do not go to vendor events looking for sales, okay? Sales are a one and done experience. Yeah, it might help me in the moment, but I would much rather have a booking for next week or 2 weeks down the road where I know I'm going to be meeting a heck of a lot more people. So I personally will take what I call booking bags with me, and they are just gift bags that have something, a picture of a product on the outside of them, and that product is something that's, something that somebody wants in the $20 to $25 range of price, and that is something I am going to add to their party, to their host order when they have a successful party. And a successful party is $200 in sales, okay? So I'm going to tell them, if you pick a date today, you're going to get one of these bonus products with your party as a free gift from me. And I'm going to have those products, most of the time I will have those products sitting on the table in front of me. So maybe it's the brownie pan, maybe it's the quick stir pitcher, maybe it's one of the new Cool and Serves or whatever. And I will have those gift bags in plain view of everybody who's coming into my booth. I love to string a clothesline on one side of the tent, if I have a tent, and literally hang those bags from that. And not only, the biggest thing that does is keep it in front of me so that I remember as I'm talking to somebody, when they come into the booth and they see that electric grill and griddle, and they're like, wow, that's really cool, I'd love to have that. And I'm like, well, why don't you let me do a party for you, and you can get that at 60% off, which is $139. You got to know your prices. Or and you're going to pick up one of these added bonuses when you pick a date today. So would you love to do a virtual party or a home party, if you're offering home parties, which I am not? So you're going to offer one of those booking bag bonuses when they pick a date. Now, here's the thing. You need to have something to collect people's information. You do not want to be giving out catalogs, especially not new catalogs. I don't take any new catalogs to my vendor events unless they are in a host packet. Those are the only people who get new catalogs. I will take the minis, but I'm not giving away anything unless I am getting somebody's name and contact information, and preferably connecting with them on Facebook, because then you have a couple of different ways to connect with them. If somebody's taking one of my host packets and one of my bonus booking bags, then I am getting their name, their phone number, their email, their address, and hopefully connecting with them on Facebook. And what I'll do is I'll say to them, are you on Facebook? And they'll, if they say yes, then I'll say, pull out your phone. I'll say, do me a favor, pull out your phone and send me a friend request. And now actually, if they're cool with this, I'm developing a relationship with them as I'm talking with them in the booth. and I'll say, here, let me see your phone, and I'll find myself on their phone, and from their Facebook, I'm sending myself a friend request, okay? Because if they walk out of that booth and I'm saying, oh, send me a friend request, you know darn well I am not hearing from that person, okay? But if while they're in the booth, I can get them to do that on the fly, then we're good. Then we're connected. I'm sending them a message. I'm say, hey, Susie, thank you for stopping by my Pampered Chef booth at the Mushroom Festival. I was so happy to meet you. I can't wait to party with you to get you that blender, blah, 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 yada, 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 okay? Now, if somebody is, dead set against hosting a party, if I can't get them to bite the bullet and host the party, then, and they just want to buy something, then yeah, I'll either write up an order on an order form, or I will just, give them a link. Very often I will set up a link as a fundraiser, because the vendor events that I do are usually fundraisers. So for the Wilmington Flower Market, I'll set up a link to benefit the Wilmington Flower Market, and then I'll tell them, when you order on this link, the flower market gets a donation. Okay, so I'll give them that link, or I'll sit there and write an order up on a paper order form. But a recruit is always better than a booking, and a booking is always better than a sale. Okay, so it's kind of like rock, paper, scissors. The recruit is the best. Okay, so if somebody comes into your booth and they're like, a lot of people will come in and they'll say, oh, Pampered Chef, I love Pampered Chef. The first thing you can ask them is just this: have you ever thought about being a consultant? Okay? A great strategy for your display is actually have the entire kit, okay? Now, you're a consultant because you're watching this, so you already have the kit. You can do a great vendor event with just the kit. Now, I don't care which kit you have, even if it's the $99 kit, take your $99 kit and make that your vendor event table, okay? And you can say to people as they come in, well, guess what? Everything that's on this table that you see is part of the kit, is the kit. You can get this whole collection for $99 with free shipping. Or maybe if you have a big enough space, you can have like a separate little card table to put all those kit items on. And same thing, print out a flyer that shows, the kit flyer or whatever, everything that you get when you join. And if there's a special that month that you're doing the vendor event, then print that up as well. If it's a free bonus, whatever, throw that on there too. There's a free bonus every month because we have the Fast Track rewards, right? So bring the ceramic egg cooker, the mini skinny scraper, the enameled cast iron baker, whatever that the new consultants get. Bring the entire knife block set, because as a new consultant, you can earn that within your first 90 days with just $5,000 in sales, which is about 10 parties. So totally bring that, set it up on a separate table if you have space, and just say, you can earn all this stuff, all these products as a new consultant, and your only investment is $99. And by the way, you're going to earn cash along the way as well. So for $5,000 in sales, a new consultant is earning about, I think it's at least $1,000 in cash. Okay, so they're earning $1,000 in cash. They're earning the ceramic egg cooker, the mini skinny scraper. They're earning the 2-quart enameled cast iron baker. They're earning the 10-inch stainless non-stick saute pan, skillet, and they're earning the entire knife block set. So that's a ton of free stuff, and that's not even including whatever sales special is happening at the time that they sign. At the month that they sign, okay? So do that. Keep your display simple. Have a way to collect names. And one way that I like to collect names is sometimes I'll have a little guessing game on the table. And so something like, take your batter mixer dispenser and fill it up with, candy corn and have a guessing game. How many candy corns are in the batter mixer dispenser? And then your form that somebody has to fill in to make a guess has questions on it, like which product would you love to have for 60% off? Yes, I want to host a party. Yes, I want to order a kit and be a consultant. Yes, please add me to your texting whatever, or your VIP group, or connect with me. You're going to have questions on that page, and they're going to have to fill out that page to enter their guess for that game. And then there is your follow-up right there. If they don't book a party, then you have a way that you can follow up with them. Okay? I'm sure you guys have some great tips as well, but just wanted to share my top tips for vendor events. And oh, by the way, if you're watching this and you're not on my team, my name is Gretchen Thompson. I'm an executive director with Pampered Chef, and hope you have a great summer with great vendor events. I'll see you later.